Hi, my name is Tony Ridley, and once again, thanks for joining us in this Crisis Leadership and Management Education tutorial series. In this segment, we're talking about stakeholder analysis, evaluation and engagement. This subset we're focusing on now is addressing expectations, wants and desires for stakeholders. So we've gone through the process in previous sessions of talking about and rationalizing and documenting our various stakeholders, the distribution of interest and influence, and their associations, affiliates, networks, and correlation between specific relationships. The other thing that we need to focus on and we need to know in advance or part of our rationalization is understanding their expectations. And the expectations will be both addressing from their perspective, but also give us some insight as to the behavioural aspects, the courses of action, the decision-making choices, the moral stance that individuals will take over the course of a particular crisis. And this is relevant not just in human type events or scandals or publicity, reputational. This is equally applicable when it comes to disasters, when we're talking about financial, when we're talking about fires, when we're talking about illness and kidnapping and a whole array of traditional and non-traditional crisis events. Is the what's in it for me factor. What is the motivating factors from various demographics? If they're community groups, it may be obvious that they're a collective group that share a particular vision or a moral stand. If they're a financial benefactor or they're a loan or a creditor, whether they're a media outlet that simply has 10 minutes they need to fill in the evening news segment, it's important to understand the motivating factors and the needs and wants of all of these various elements. Now, some of this can be done in advance. Obviously, there's large proportions of some of these groups, whether they be suppliers, media, management and creditors and so on, that we can identify in advance, and it certainly should be part of a well-formulated and structured crisis management plan. But you may need to do this as part of the introduction of a new suite or variety of stakeholders as a result of this particular crisis. So it's important to understand not only contextually and relevance that they have upon the organisation, but exactly what's motivating them, what are their concerns, what are their drivers, what are those types of moral compass and standards and ethics that's going to shape and guide their decision making, that's certainly going to influence you. So once again, we've talked about expectations of various stakeholders. That concludes this training session. For more information and videos and tutorials on the crisis management education, crisis management and leadership education tutorials, please visit the website at www.crisismanagement.tony-ridley.com. That's all for now. Thanks. Bye.